Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to SD Sports. I'm here with my Larry Van. Just gonna do our weekend predictions. Yeah, I'll start with you, most. Your team won on Monday night. How do you feel about it?
You know what? Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, I think there's a slight positive at Chelsea, not just because we won, um, but when you look at Chelsea, we, we, we are playing good football. It's not like the situation at United where it's just all chaos. Chelsea do play good football. The problem is we always can't score. Um, and I'm hoping this is now the start of just building some momentum in it. We just need to take it one game at a time. Um, but the situation is really just different here at United. We are looking more on the bright side that because we're seeing the players are trying. They're putting in the effort. They're fighting for the manager, and it's only a matter of time until we get there. I believe anyway. So next game against Burnley, it has to be a win. You know, I think we have to win. But I'm still not confident that we would be convincing in it. So I think I like to
Well,
say another 2-0.
another two.
Another,
Looking at
another
your
two.
fixtures, it looks like your fixtures are gonna be tough after the Burnley game, which is after
I,
international.
I know, and that's why it's important to get all of these wins in. Because after Burnley, we got it's gonna be painful.
Hmm.
But I don't think Chelsea are gonna be a walkover though. Just because like we have a bad form. Because remember the game against Liverpool, the first game, Chelsea we dominated them. We should have won that game. And a lot of the games that Chelsea have played this season, we actually deserve to win. But because we can't finish our dinner, we end up on the losing side, and that's the problem with Chelsea. Um, it's different to. I know I keep bringing it back to United, where we have to like compare because we're close to each other. It's different to United in the sense that if you look at United's first game against Wolves, they were very lucky to win that. They didn't deserve to win that. You look at the game against uh, and Arsenal, all the games that they played, you probably can discount one, maybe two games that they actually deserve to win. Whereas with Chelsea, it's different. Chelsea, you can see that we have most of the possession. We basically create most of the chances. We just don't score. And as soon as we concede one goal, that's it. The players just give up and we can't come back. That's our problem. So I think we'll be okay. I don't think we'll finish 12th again, but I don't know if we'll get Champions League either, which is fifth. So yeah, man.
Do you think
Uh,
lack of Europe? Do you think lack of Europe is helping the manager to stabilize the style of football that he want to play, and the players are trying to
I don't.
play once a
Mm,
week?
once a week, it should do. I like to think that it is, but um, did we have Europe last? No, yeah, we did have Europe last season. Yeah, I think what we're not seeing the results yet. And I think it's too early to say that he's established in his style of play because we only won two games, so I wouldn't get too ahead of myself. If we lose against Burnley, then it's back to square one. You know, but it's we beat Brighton and then we beat Fulham. These are teams that we would have struggled against with last season with the way they were playing. Um, so Burnley, they are a good team. They play good football. Definitely not gonna
They don't
underestimate.
score. They don't score as a problem.
Yeah, Burnley play good football, man. And I think they will give us some issues, but there's no excuses, man. After Burnley, we've got all the tough teams, and if I need to have any hope that we're gonna do well against Arsenal, against Tottenham or City, if we can't perform against Burnley, then forget about it. No,
Mm.
and that's just
Yeah, well, this week is gonna be interesting. We'll see if you guys will go ahead of United. Basically, it's just 1 point in it between you two.
yeah. I'm waiting for that, man.
United don't
It's
win
it's
this
over
weekend.
for both
They'll be what? They'll be 10th, and you guys will be what? 9th. So
Battle of the Bombs, man. Just we
yeah, I'll come to Van. Van, what do you make of Chelsea season so far?
Yeah, obviously, from what I said, I think 2 weeks ago, the manager needs time. Obviously, Chelsea had brought in lots of players for the past, season and a bit, and you know, it's not just gonna work overnight. They need time to gel. They need time to find their feet. And most of these players are young players as well, so it's always gonna be difficult. But as I said, time is very important in terms of getting where you want to get to. Obviously, with big teams, it's difficult to have that time, especially with the coaches and stuff, because the expectation is high. Chelsea is a big team, so people just expect that they're just gonna um, straight away get into fifth gear, but it doesn't work like that because they're going through a transition and new coach, new owners and all that. So many players coming in, so they just need to be patient and take it bit by bit. Um, that being said, it's just like United. We've been having the same issues because we kind of like in the same boat in terms of um having a couple of changes and stuff, trying to rebuild again. And it's always going to get, you know, much worse before it start getting better. So time, as I mentioned, time is very important. Time is key. So we just have to be patient. Especially Chelsea fans, they have to be patient for their team to start firing again.
Yeah, yeah. You mentioned a good important point. Patient. That's the people be questioning about Chelsea fans' lack of patience about managers. So it will be interesting to see how
Y-
how
You
do
know what it is with us, yeah. People say we are impatient, and I'm not gonna lie. Over the years, we have been spoiled. We had a very ambitious owner who had very little patience, but that impatient is what worked for us. That's what got us all of these trophies. Yes, we've had Chelsea don't know what a project is. Even in our transition season, we would win trophies, and that's why it's so hard because that's what I grew up on. You know, I grew up on us sacking a manager. Both times we won the Champions League, we sacked our managers, and we went on to win it. Went on to win the Champions League. Only Chelsea could do that. Even last year, yeah, when we sacked Grandpa, there was a part of me that think history could repeat itself, but obviously it didn't happen. So um, now we're just that club still, so we have to get used to the fact that we are in. This is a project season. I have to. I have no faith. Um, no choice now but to have faith in the project, which is hard. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to not be in a title race because I'm not used to not being in a title race. It was very hard for me to see my team 12. I have never ever seen Chelsea gone that low before, so that was very hard. Um, but I guess, yeah, just like Arsenal fans, they had to wait for Arteta when he finished eighth and eighth. At that point I thought this could never be my club, but now we're here. So now I'm like I'm praying for sixth. That's where I'm at. So uh,
where
um
last season? Where did you finish? I remember.
we finished 12th.
12.
Yeah.
So if you lower than Atela's forces, you wish you have to finish higher than that. If not, you'll be costing Atela about 3 seasons, 2 seasons, finish at 8. Chelsea might finish
Yeah,
lower. But anyway,
yeah. Now we have to. There's a part of me that still I think finishing fifth might be too far, but
mm,
I think we probably be between sixth and eighth. That's where Chelsea will probably realistically gonna finish, and I think we are able to. But if we can get a really good run together, maybe we will look at fifth. Um, and that would be enough to get us Champions League. But yeah,
yeah,
now that Newcastle are in the mix, Aston Villa are in the mix, Brighton are in the mix. Those are my rivals right now. I'm not even looking at Arsenal and and City and Liverpool. I'm looking at Brighton. I'm looking at not even Newcastle because Newcastle are Champions League team. I'm looking at Aston Villa. I'm looking at them teams there, man. So yeah, man, we are humbled. You
I've
know.
got I've got a question. I've got one of a Chelsea fan that said to me, he believes Enzo is world class. So you as a Chelsea fan, I just want to put that question into you. What do
Do
you
I
make?
do I think Enzo is world class? I think it's probably a bit too early to be calling Enzo world class.
Yeah,
Um, let's just be honest here. Like you can't call someone world class off the back of one World Cup performance, which is over 1 month really. And we weren't really watching Enzo like that when he was at Benfica. Let's be honest. For me, I haven't seen. I haven't seen him done it yet in a Chelsea shirt. Every player that comes to Chelsea, I always say it doesn't matter what you did before. When you come to Chelsea, it's a fresh slate. I need to see you do it in a Chelsea shirt for me to actually get hyped about it. So Enzo, just like any other player, I'm giving him time for him to
mm,
prove it. But I'm not just gonna get out there and just say he's world class just because he won um a, a World Cup. I'll tell you who's world class. N'Golo Kante, for me, I will fight anyone whoever tells me that he's not world class. N'Golo Kante is world class. Those are the standards that I've set,
mm.
that have played for Chelsea before. But Enzo is just here. He's young as well. Like we've got a bunch of
And
youngsters.
I did have this argument with a Chelsea fan. He's basically thinking I'm biased. I said to him, look, what are you basing on Henzo's work like? He said, well, Henzo was like he won a World Cup. I said, no.
That
So do you know how many
it
players
doesn't it
have won
doesn't
World Cup?
make you.
Exactly.
I
I
mean,
said, look,
who is it? Is it didn't Mertesacker win a World Cup?
but it's like I won a World Cup. Is he world class? Exactly. Good point.
Is he a
He's
world
not.
class defender?
So
uh, um,
I said to him, there's so many players that won. You cannot base it on world class. He's not. I said to him, Henzo needs to do more. Even at
Enzo
Chelsea.
has the potential. He has the
Yeah,
potential to be world class. But
yeah,
right now, to me, that's just potential. Just like if someone asks me, is Declan Rice world class? I wouldn't say he's world class yet. That's still potential to me. Um, you can only judge them um when I would say 27, 28, because I think
man.
players peak late anyway.
All these trophies and then come back, win all the big trophies, and then we'll have that debate if he's world class or not. Yes, he won the World Cup.
Yeah.
He needs to win the league. He needs to win the Champions League. He needs to win the maybe, I think he won the Copa America. Is he not? Did he not win the Copa America last 2 years ago?
Well,
Argentina.
yeah. And I mean Enzo he did, but I don't even consider just because a player wins
Yeah,
trophies makes them a world class player, because he could just be in a really good team and
yeah,
then just collecting trophies. So
yeah.
that don't make you a world class player. I look at world class player as someone who's like, if this person is missing from this team, like how many games do they win with or without him? Like for example, when we lost Kante, Chelsea, we were shit. Like the whole of last season, Kante was injured. We finished 12. Uh, and that was the one player that I always wanted in the team, but he couldn't stay fit. Now that's a world class player. Like you can just see the influence on the team. Right now, I do feel like it's early in it. I don't really want to be bashing
Let me,
Enzo. I can't be bashing my own players like that. But I just need to see it. I haven't seen enough for me to be like, yeah. And he hasn't carried us like that. So
yeah, Van, what do you make of it? Henzo, is he world class?
No, definitely not. I think my man already sums it up perfectly, because obviously Enzo was playing in South America, and then Benfica got him, and then he barely played even a season there. He
Oh,
played
in January.
half a
They're going
season, yeah. So he played a handful of games before Chelsea bought him. As he mentioned, he's got the potential to become a great player, but he needs to show it first. So you can't just see a player with a couple of games and then start saying he's world class. You have
yeah,
to earn that.
Fox. The other thing, we'll move on. Jurgen Klopp wanted a replay.
I think
What do you make of it?
Jurgen Klopp is high. Whatever weed he's smoking in Liverpool, that's very strong. Um, Look, I get where he's coming from. Like I saw it was clear offside here, but me personally, I don't feel anything for Liverpool. In fact, I have zero sympathy for them. You know, because you know why? Last season, the Cucurella hair pull. This always happens to Chelsea against Liverpool. Nothing. No one comes out. No one comes out in support and just say, "Oh, this what happened here is a disgrace." No, we need to have a Liverpool. Let's stand together against VAR. When we played Tottenham last season, and Cucurella's hair was clearly pulled by Romero, who went on to score the goal in that very same game. No one said anything. And Mike Dean, the VAR came out. He said he should have sent him off, but he didn't want to because that was his mate. He actually came out and said this in an interview. That was against Chelsea. And then let's go back against Liverpool again. A Carabao Cup final. Lukaku scored a perfectly legitimate goal that was onside. This man screwed us. They screwed us. The game went to penalties. We lost. You know, so every team, I'm sure every team's got their issues with VAR. And against West Ham last season, was it? Is it Suchek? He
Yeah,
actually handball. He
yeah.
dived and saved the ball with his hand in the penalty. VAR didn't even check it. So I get it. Like it's one offside. They should have given it. But this happens to every single team, yeah. And I just don't understand why all of a sudden,
And
because it's Liverpool.
I remember last year, yeah, when we played Brentford at home at the Emirates, yeah, it
Oh,
cost us.
they forgot to draw the line.
I forgot to go there. And what happened? Liverpool fans were saying, "Nah, hey, get over it, blah, blah, get over it.
Yeah,
No man, this
yeah.
replay. If they want to replay as well, remember the final against Tottenham when they
Against Tottenham.
yeah
Yeah. Let's have all of the replays. I want the two FA Cup, the two final replays. The one FA Cup that we lost to them and the League Cup like against Tuchel. You know,
And
I
the
want those
Champions League.
replays.
You forgot the Champions League. Remember
Oh,
when
the Luis
Garcia,
Garcia goals
yeah,
goal.
Luis Garcia goal that was in the goal, and
I
they
want I
gave it.
want that replay as well. Even today, I still don't know if that's a goal or not.
No,
But
it's
I
not a
want I
goal.
want that one as well.
Klopp
So
is just ranting. He knows that that's not gonna happen because then there's gonna be so many replays. It
yeah.
happens. I know
yeah,
it's unfortunate for them, even though I'm not a Liverpool fan, but it is what it is. You just move on because teams get cheated every time, and it's just the way of the nature of the game.
Come on and say I want to replay. I feel like it's a disgrace, man. Replay. Where you gonna get this replay from, fam?
no, you're not gonna get a replay.
Time to set up that replay? So I feel like I don't know what their score of their game to do. He needs to come out with something better. It's crying. It's too early to cry early on the season. Maybe the people might say yes, those points can cost them the league.
And
But
let's think about the team that always gets lucky with VAR. This whole Liverpool didn't just come out of nowhere. Liverpool has the most luck when it comes to VAR. You have other teams that are just unlucky. I think my team is the most unlucky when it comes to VAR. I never see us get it. Decision go our way. Yeah, but with Liverpool, they always get lucky with VAR decisions going their way. The one time it didn't go, yeah, okay, it was a bad decision, but you know. This happens to all the other teams
no,
and
you're
nothing
right. I
happens.
remember there's a time Liverpool when they play at home at Anfield but they get so many penalties, but Salah keeps scoring penalties.
Yeah,
I can't remember. There's a season that Liverpool have so many penalties at home, boy. So many penalties. I remember there's a game against Villa. They give away penalty against Villa. That was not a penalty. So I don't know why Klopp is crying now. He needs to get over it and play this game. But anyway, you know, as you guys know, it's a big weekend for everybody. We'll start with your guys, Chelsea. You playing Burnley, innit?
yeah. What was it? Score prediction or
Yeah, we'll do the prediction.
yeah. We better win. That's all I'm gonna say because I'm slowly starting to come out of my shell, like because before it was too much. I just had to like just go and hide somewhere. But I think I'm being more optimistic. I think a 2-0 win. A 2-0 win. I'm going for 2 goals. We already got 2 goals in October, man. We had one the whole of September.
I
So
think you should beat Burnley. If you guys beat Burnley, then boy, it's gonna be a long team. This Burnley team, they don't even score. But
yeah, it's gonna be a long season still.
yeah, I'm expecting you guys to beat them as well. So what you going to win it?
Yeah, 2-0. We're gonna keep a clean sheet.
Burnley,
Hmm?
but
Chelsea Burnley.
2-0 to Chelsea.
Yeah, I think I'll go 2-1 to Chelsea. I think Chelsea will pick up momentum, and I think they lack in confidence in especially in front of goal. But obviously, having brought her back now, and he scored last game on Monday, is going to give competition for their front men. So I think they're going to start scoring some goals. So yeah, I think they're going to win 2-1.
Yeah, I'll say it's our home. Yeah, I'll say 2-1 because of your home record. You normally consider Rome as well. So I'll go for 2.
I have a question for you guys. What do you guys think of Nicholas Jackson?
Um,
He's Gambian as well, you know.
yeah, he's Gambian. I was in the same school with with his sister.
How is it?
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
I think he's a good player. What's he called? He's just not clinical enough.
Mm.
But I think he's good for the Prem because he's got the force in terms of the athleticism and the speed and stuff. He just needs to be more clinical in front of goal. And yeah, I rate him, to be honest.
I, I,
You know,
I,
he
mostly quick. I look at him like Jesus. He's good on hard work, he's physical, and he can battle with the defenders when it comes to finishes. Sometimes he can finish, sometimes he can't finish. So for me, Jackson needs to learn. He's still young, so he needs
yeah.
more games so to come over. He'll come good, but he probably gonna come certain games gonna give you 10 out of 5 or maybe 10 out of 4. Some games will come and give you 10 out of 8. So it depends the opponent you play.
Yeah. He reminds me of a better version of Tammy Abraham,
Yeah,
which I don't know, because
yeah.
I think Tammy Abraham is decent, but I think Nicholas Jackson is maybe one level up because I've seen both of them play, and Jackson's got better hold of play than Tammy Abraham, and I would say better football intelligence. Maybe right now I would say Tammy is probably a better finisher, but I think Jackson can get there. But I definitely like his hold of play yeah, his link up play. It'll be very interesting. Nkunku is still injured, you know. People forget about him, but
Mm.
once we get all our players back, Nkunku back, Reece James comes back, Lavia comes back, Ben Chilwell comes back, and then we have Jackson and Brower up front. Chelsea have got a very good youngsters there that's
Mm.
got hungry and got a lot to prove. So we will be dangerous.
Yeah, you
It's a
will be
matter of time.
as time goes on. But yeah, we'll move to we'll do the Liverpool prediction. Liverpool playing anyway before Liverpool, we'll move to United. But your game against Brentford is at home to Brentford, isn't it?
Yep.
Home to Brentford, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Obviously, last season Brentford beat us at Old Trafford when we were struggling and stuff. And at the minute, we all know that Man United we're really really struggling. But um, I think we need to pick up like ASAP. We don't have any much time like messing about, and I think we're gonna beat Brentford, and hopefully this will kickstart our season. Yeah, so I'm hopeful that we will win.
confidence are you?
3-1.
Cool. You know
Say it again.
confidence.
Say it again.
Confidence are you? You hoping.
No, obviously at the minute I'm not
Mm.
gonna shy away from our struggles. The confidence is low. I don't feel like players are giving 100% and everything. So I can't sit here and say I'm confident that Man United is gonna win,
Mm.
but I'm hopeful that they should start turning things around very soon. And yeah, I will predict a 3-1 win.
Most you're in mood. Yeah.
When I see United, yeah, I see a fan base that is still in denial, you know, and take it from someone, yeah, because last season got very dark for me. I saw my I saw my team, yeah, where it got to a point where I was just praying for the 40 points, just don't get relegated, yeah, and and I'm saying it's gonna happen with United, but the way that I see United playing and the lack of confidence there is, yeah,
Mm.
um, things can go bad really quickly. And I don't think the fan base, United is a fan base that would be able to handle a Chelsea like season that happened last year. Because I think it will get very toxic very quickly. And I worry about Ten Hag, whether or not the pressure they would be able to handle. Because I don't know. Once again with United, it's like too much player power. Um, I don't understand how every single manager, and you've had world class managers come in there and they can't get control. Um and you got like average players who haven't done anything for the club think that they can basically sit out their contract, come out with the statements, and it just looks a mess. It looks like that Eric Ten Hag don't have control of the situation right now, and I don't even know who is in charge. But when that is going on, along with everything that having to compete, it's going to be very hard to just bring everyone together. And once the results start going bad, then it becomes like a domino. Really, to actually say we're going to get back on it, you need to have very strong characters in the dressing room. And right now, look at United. I don't know who the leader is in that dressing room. I don't know who's going to be the guy to be like, all right, this is this is Manchester United. We don't stand for this stuff. You know, I don't see your captain as a captain. Maguire, who was there, he's just there for the paycheck. I don't see Rashford as a captain. You could say maybe Casemiro and Varane. They know they came from a winning team. They know what the high standards should be. But I
Mm.
don't know. Um,
You mentioned
Yeah,
Casemiro. I
I
think gone.
sorry. Yeah, I agree with you to a certain extent in terms of the things that you've highlighted. I've always said our main problem is our board and our owners, and some, especially opposition fans, always seems to deny that, or I don't know whether they just wanna you know take the piss, or they actually don't really know what's going on at United. As you mentioned rightly there, there's too much player power, and the reason being that is it's because there is a gap between the management and the owner. You understand? So um, Ten Hag needs the support, and that is why he was brought in. Because since Sir Alex left, especially after David Moyes, the managers we had, people will say, um, you know, the Glazers have invested money, blah blah blah. They've backed managers, blah blah blah. But it seems like they've been using the same remedy, expecting different results. We've been spending too much money on certain players that are not that don't have the mentality or the pedigree to be a Man United player. You understand? Um, in terms of player power, um, especially like the Sancho situation, when Ten Hag is trying to address it, you have certain, aspect of the fan base or opposition or the media trying to back Sancho because he's English. You understand? Um, we have so many injuries as well. People are not looking into that, especially our left side of our defense. Literally everyone is injured. And for football, you need balance in a team. I can understand sometimes, even me, I can be frustrated when I'm watching Man United saying, I don't understand. I don't even know what's our style of play. But
mm,
before you have a style of play, you need to have a balance force in your team. You understand? All our left backs are injured. All our left-sided defenders are injured. So we literally playing with makeshift defense. If you look at our last game, Amrabat has been good since he came on, but he was playing out of position, and two of the goals that we conceded in the Champions League, it was his fault. I'm not going to be blaming him because he's playing outside. He's not playing in his position, but you know, if we had the right people in the right places, not getting an excuse, but sometimes people have to look at the overall picture. Um, yes, we lack leaders. That's another thing. Because people like Mark Rashford, people like Bruno Fernandez, they're supposed to be leaders now in that team. But
yeah.
if our games are going and we losing or whatever, and you see that their heads are dropping, who are you going to turn to? So
You
this
know,
sorry,
sorry to cut you. Yeah. You know what I see when I look at United here. What I think United need here. You guys need an actual proper project, and not what you're doing now, because you're trying to like you're trying to cheat the process. Because think about the amount of players that you've had there from when Van Gaal was there. To do you have players from from Mourinho to David Moyes? Every single manager that you bring in, that manager is gonna bring their own players in there, you know. And then if you guys get rid of Ten Hag, that would be the worst decision you would make, because
100.
the next manager that comes in, he's gonna want his own players. What if he doesn't want a Martinez? What if he wants another defender that basically is tall and physical? What if he doesn't want Onana, which is possible? So right now, yeah, even though I would love to see it because it's chaos in it and I'm a rival fan and it'll be funny, but
Understand?
if you were to get rid of Ten
Ten.
Hag, I think that would be the worst decision United can make right now, because then you're gonna have to make a decision. Either you do a project like Chelsea are doing. What Chelsea is doing is an actual project. We got rid of everyone, and then we decided to put our faith in young players. Yes, right now we know that we're suffering right now, but at least we can see a long term goal. We know that these are very talented young players and they will come through, and we're getting behind the manager. And yes, finishing 12 wasn't nice, but at least we can see what the vision is. But it's different to what United are doing. You got like players from different ages, from everywhere, and it doesn't match up. Some are just there for the paycheck, some are just there because you know you've got players from Pelestri to Casemiro. It doesn't make sense. What would have made sense is if you not instead of getting Casemiro, you went and got Lavia. That would have been more of the direction that you should have gone in for, because then you got a young player you're investing in. Because Casemiro is there a year, maybe 2 years. Now you need to find a replacement for him. You know.
Yeah, because
Um.
This is exactly why I said, why are we using the same remedy and expecting a different result? Because that's what
mm,
we're doing from since Moyes was there. We brought the likes of the guy we got from Arsenal, Sanchez. We brought the likes of Cavani. We brought the likes of Falcao, Ibrahimovic, Zlatan. All these players is the same. Do you understand what I mean? Because it's the management, it's the board. We what's it called? Brannick told United, said to United, give United the best advice that we should do to get back to where we need to get to. But they just completely ignored that. Where is the director of football that everyone is being praised? Because if you have a director of football, their main job is to make sure that the club is stable, number one, and plan for the
mm.
future. All these things that you're mentioning about getting the likes of, younger players, example Lavia and all that. This is a project. You understand what I mean? This is what you plan for now and the future. But this is exactly what we're missing, because we don't have committed owners that look at the club's interest first. All they think about is the money.
Mm. Yeah, no, no, I definitely see it. So, yeah,
yeah, yeah, we need to move on. There's so many things we need to
yeah,
cover. So just sit.
yeah. I'm waiting to go to the gym, man. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
just do. So yeah, Mo. So what's your prediction for United versus Brentford at home?
I think they have to win, man. Like, surely not. Surely United can't go to Brentford.
So what you gonna predict? You gonna put
Sorry,
your
man. Uh, I just thought about that, man, and a little piece of joy. Nah, man. I will predict a United win. Um, yeah, man. But Brentford, Brentford though. Um, I will predict a United win. I'm gonna go 1-0. 1-0 United.
1-0.
You know,
One
I think it'll be a tough game.
I said 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
But for me, yeah, United they disappointed me last game because I predict United to beat Palace at home, and I believe Palace. I believe Brentford is a tougher game than Palace. Although you say Brentford are not playing well either, but still,
Mm,
but the players, they're good at this counter attack football. Brentford.
yeah, yeah.
So for me, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna give Brentford to win because I'm struggling to give United a win at the moment because any predict that I give to them, they don't win, end up losing. So I don't think this time around it will be changes. I think Brentford will win at least 1-0, 1-0, or at least a draw. But I'm standing on this 1-0. 1-0 win to Brentford. If United win as well, it's not going to be surprising. But right now, I'm finding it very difficult to give United to win, even though they play at home.
N-
Because right now it doesn't matter
Now
home.
they need it. United need this win because
Yeah,
the
definitely.
pressure now is mounting.
Yeah,
So surely they can't go. That would be what, 4 games in a bounce with no win.
something like that.
So and
Okay.
then we go into international break. So
Okay.
yeah,
But yeah, but moving on, we'll move to Liverpool versus Brentford. Liverpool is going. Sorry, Liverpool Brighton away to Brighton. Another tough game for Liverpool.
Liverpool, Brighton. I think both teams. Yeah, Liverpool will be hurting. From that they're gonna have this whole injustice, victim like, oh, they done us dirty. So they'll probably take out their anger against Brighton. And Brighton got slapped 6-1 by Villa. So you see this Brighton here, they took a lot of shit, you know.
But
And
again,
that's the one team.
but what happened with Brighton? Yeah, anytime they lose a game, next game at home they always turn up. So don't be surprised if they beat Liverpool.
Mm,
One thing I'm worried
mm,
today. I
mm.
watched their game today. It looks like Lewis Dunk is out. He came off
Oh, is it?
for the last year, so hopefully he'll be fit.
I,
If not, then
I
I
think
I'm gone.
no, I think, yeah, man. I think Liverpool, they can't go 2 games. They can't lose 2 games in a row. And I personally see Liverpool more as a threat to City than Arsenal. You don't want to hear that, but I do, man. Just because they've got the history of competing with City, they know what it's like, and I don't think Liverpool will panic. Whereas I can't say the same for Arsenal, but I think Liverpool will win. Um, they just have that something about them. Even if Liverpool go a goal down, yeah, you just know it's not over. Liverpool is that team where 3 goal is not enough, you know, like
Mm.
because they've had so many comebacks, like they would go down and they would come back and win 3-1, you know. So
Yeah, but
I do think they'll win, yeah.
about 99% that they're doing that with smaller teams. If they do that with the big ones, I don't think they'll come back.
Yeah, yeah, but how many? I don't know, man. These are. I don't think there are many small teams in the Prem. Um, and it's very hard to come back when you go down. Like most of the time in the Premier, against anyone, if you concede, yeah, the first goal, then it's long.
Mm.
Then it's so long to even come back. Like I don't see many teams that go down and then come back and win the game. That doesn't happen a lot nowadays, but Liverpool seem to do it, and that builds a winning mentality. I think.
So what
I
would you
think
give? What's the predict score then?
Liverpool, Brighton. I think 3-1 again.
3-1 Van?
I think there's 2 wounded Lions, so it's gonna be tough. I'll go for a 2-2 draw.
Yeah, for me, I'll go for because of Brighton lost the last game as here at Villa Park 6 something. So they're gonna expect a bounce back, and the fans will expect that. And going to Brighton is a tough game, but even though they lost their last game, we all know how Brighton are difficult. Especially, you don't want to play Brighton when they just lost a game or something. They turn up.
It's just Brighton though. We're talking like Brighton are this big massive team.
Always Brighton,
It's
but
it's little Brighton.
true.
Yeah, they're
That's
still
how,
little Brighton.
that's how dangerous they are. Most they are very dangerous, honestly. So for
I,
me,
I know
I'm
I
gonna
know
give
they are.
it to Brighton 2-1 because I think Brighton will win this game.
Uh,
I think Liverpool are good, but I think Brighton will turn up this game. The next one is Newcastle West Ham. Newcastle is going away to West Ham. Predictions?
uh, Newcastle, West Ham. That's a tough one to call. But yeah, I think Newcastle will win. I think they're just from the high of beating PSG.
Mm,
So even though I do have a soft spot for West Ham, um, being from East London and that,
mm.
but yeah, man, I think Newcastle would win.
Okay.
I could actually see this being a 3-0 Newcastle.
Yeah. Wow. One.
I'll go for a West Ham win 2-0.
West Ham win 2-0. The other one is Tottenham versus Luton. I expect Tottenham to walk through these people on squadless.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
If they don't, then it's, yeah, man, it's long.
If they don't, then I know this Tottenham team is not all that. I'll go.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll go for this one. I'll go for Tottenham to win at least 3-0.
If they don't what? What did you say?
If they don't win this game, then they're not the team that everybody is just bagging on about. Like,
I'll clip that. Make sure you say that for Arsenal when they play Luton as well.
yeah, facts. I'll say that. Even Arsenal, if they don't beat Luton, You don't do this.
I tell you to stop underestimating any team in the Premiership.
I'm not underestimating, but Van, have you seen Luton this season?
Anything can happen in the Prem, bro.
That's why
No, Luton are bad though, man.
I
Luton are
expect
bad.
Liverpool to win.
Yeah, I know they are bad. Just say they should win, but don't say if you don't win. Then
I said I expect
because
Tottenham to win.
even some teams you can go to some teams like and you expect like 100% this team is gonna win, and then look at Man City. Are you would last week I bet you would have said if Man City don't beat
No,
this
but
Wolves,
Wolves are so much better than Luton.
Are better than this team.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Wolves are better
Luton
than
are the only team that made Chelsea look good, man. And when we were having that terrible run, and
Van. Luton is bad. Van. Luton. The only way Luton will win this game, yeah, if Tottenham have a red card, yeah,
yeah.
or like an early red card. I'm saying early red card or something, maybe 2 red cards. But without that, yeah, I expect Tottenham to go there and score 3, 4. If Tottenham don't do this, why? I don't think they are.
Luton will surprise one big team, yeah.
If they win Tottenham, yeah, I'm like, yo, fair play, man. They did well. They really surprised me. But right now, I cannot give them nothing apart from like a lose, even though they play at home. You know, but why would you go for that, Van?
Yeah, I'll go for a 4-0 Tottenham.
Yeah. Most?
what Tottenham Luton?
Yeah.
I expect a 3-0
3-0, okay.
Tottenham battering.
Yeah, Fulham Sheffield. Sheffield is going inside Fulham. Fulham needs to bounce back after the defeat to Chelsea.
I think Fulham would win. Sheffield United still haven't got up and running. So it's hard to call though. These games are very hard to call.
Yeah, these games are very hard. Yeah. They are very hard. Van?
Yeah, Fulham to win 2-0.
Yeah.
Fulham to win.
I've got to go soon. But are you giving your prediction for the big one? That's what I was waiting on.
Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. You know what? We'll move into that. I wanted to leave that one last, but anyway, you go ahead, so we'll do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, City Arsenal. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. You know what about this thing? Yeah. For me, I don't know, man. Man City always seem to like little brother Arsenal whenever you lot come up against them, and that's just how I just see it. There's this like you guys tell me that you want to take the title away from Arsenal, from Man City, but whenever there is a game between City and Arsenal, all the chess is gone. There's no confidence there, and I don't know. There's just like this false sense of security, like, you know, from all the Arsenal fans. Personally, I think they're gonna slap you guys because they always do. And I just don't think Arteta's got Pep's number, or Pep's got Arteta's number, really. And yeah, man. And that's why I can't take Arsenal's title challenge seriously, because if
you mentioned slap, what are you looking at? How many goals are you looking at City's going to score?
What, City? I mean, when I say slap, I mean like slap in the context of like every time they play you, they just slap you about. So that's what I mean. So how many goals?
I'm going to say that anyway. But yeah, go on. Go on.
I think probably. Will you score? I think you will score. It could be a close one. I think either 2-1 or 3-1 to City. But I'm going for a City win. You know what? I'm going for 3-1 City.
3-1 City. Okay.
You know?
City Arsenal.
It's Saka playing.
Saka, according to what I heard, is gonna have a late fitness test, so he might be available yet.
I'll go for 3-0 City.
Wow. No goal for Arsenal?
Nope.
I like all your predictions. Nobody's giving Arsenal a chance. Fox.
Hello. Well, Arsenal don't let that. But to be honest, this time I'm just gonna be fair, okay? I'm predicting that Arsenal is gonna beat City 2-1.
Wow, big statement.
Yeah.
You know what? For me, yeah, I just heard what you said. Like me personally, yeah, if Arsenal want to win this league or they want to challenge with Man City, yeah, this is a must-win game for Arsenal. Must-win game. Yes, last season they beat us home and away, and they deserve to beat us home and away, and they deserve to win the league. But if you look at last season, if we beat them at least home, no, we needed to beat them both home and away to at least have a chance to win the league. But we didn't do that last season. So this Sunday game is a very important game for Mikel Arteta because this game he cannot afford to lose this game. Win this game, you go top of the league with 2 points. That's it. So I'm expecting Arteta. Yes, when he come up with Pep Guardiola, he's always losing games. I think he beat Pep Guardiola once in the FA Cup semi-final seasons ago. So that was the
Yeah,
last
but
time.
in the league though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, on the league, the record is very bad. He hasn't beaten at
Yeah.
the league. So for me, this Sunday tells me where Arsenal are, if they're in the title race or not. Even though if they lose, we might say it's too early to rule them out. But this game is a must-win game for Arsenal. Win, or if you cannot win, draw. Don't lose. Lose is not good. Don't lose.
It's for me. It's a mental thing, in it. You can't be competing against someone, and every time they face you, they just beat you. So that tells me that the
Yeah.
players don't actually believe you can't win the Prem if there's a team that's better than you.
True.
Every single time.
Remember Liverpool's record against Arsenal. Liverpool was beating Arsenal for like 7 seasons in a row. But what happened last season? Arsenal ended that record. They beat them at home, went to Anfield, drew. So I think they can think about it. And I want to say something. This City team is not as great right now. They're not playing the football that everybody. They lost 2 games in a. They even beat Leipzig on the weekend yesterday. They end up scoring 2 goals last minute. They scored those 2 goals. So they're not looking great that much, and they're gonna miss Rodri. They're gonna miss Kevin De Bruyne. I know we have injuries as well, so I'm expecting this time around Arteta to stand up, pick your system, and the good thing is we have Partey back, so you can play Partey, Rice, or Odegaard. That's a very solid midfield, and that's what we played on the Community Shield. Yes, people can say Community Shield is a friendly, but the system that he played in the Community Shield, go there and play the same system. When we played them in the Community Shield, City couldn't get through our midfield. They were playing the ball wide. Come to the midfield because when they come to the midfield, you have Partey, you have Rice. They intercept the ball quickly and they pass it to Odegaard, and you got Odegaard as well. So I'm expecting a big performance. It's about time we end this record against City, and I'm sure Arteta is out there thinking about the same thing. We have to beat City at home. Beat City.
To be honest, Ateta, I don't know. He will come up with very good, plans to win City. But just as my brother said upstairs, City, the Arsenal players are not ready to face City. I don't know whether they are frightened or they're threatened or mentally. If they see City players, they are all, their confidence will suddenly disappear. That's the only trouble with them. So they may be mentally they are never prepared to face Manchester City, or as they always go, Manchester City is better than us. But this time, after watching few games, about City games, few of their games, I have the hope and believe that Arsenal is going to hammer them 2 goals to 1. This is what I believe. Yeah.
I will say that. That's why I'm hoping Martinelli is fit because if Martinelli is fit, we have Martinelli, Saka. If he doesn't fit, we can exploit this to the back because when I watch their game against Wolves and against Newcastle, that's what Newcastle did to them. They just learned the ball because they got this guy. He's probably going to end up playing Philip. And Philip is not Kevin. He's not as good as Rodri. Yeah, he's got Akanji and all these John Stones. I think he's probably gonna be. I don't know if he's gonna start it or not. But John Stone is back. I don't know if he's gonna start it. But this team, defensively, they don't look solid. They concede goals. So and we play that. We got the home advantage. Expect us to turn up game. If Ateta cannot beat this,
I'll go, guys. But yeah, take care, man.
anytime I'll see you on another time around. So I expect Ateta to come up with a plan and beat this City team, because it's good that we play them now. Because remember, facts when we used to play them, Kevin De Bruyne always disturbed Arsenal. Kevin De Bruyne, he always disturbed Arsenal. And Haaland is not in his form. He's not in form right now. He's not scoring like last season. So I expect players like Saliba and all this turn. And I'm sure this time around Arsenal will turn up. Because they're gonna know. Look, we haven't beaten this team. We have to try and beat this team now. It's about time we end this. Like what they did to Liverpool last year. They ended the record against Liverpool. So I'm expecting a big performance this time around.
Yeah, the only way you can do that when you try to pin down 2 players, that's Bernardo Silva, and then you pin down Phil Foden, because Foden now is very dangerous. He open up to everywhere. That man is playing very good ball. Well, if you do that, I'm sure because Haaland, I know Saliba can manhandle Haaland, but you get Bernardo Silva and Phil Foden, very
That's why,
dangerous players on the pitch.
that's why the midfield is important. Fox, the midfield is important. We play Rice and Partey because that will not give Bernardo Silva and this guy, how to call it, Foden to exploit. Because what they will do, Partey will stop that, Rice will intercept, and then we'll play. I don't think if we play that, they will not come through the midfield. They will probably try to use the wide areas. And when they come to wide areas, we can allow them wide areas, but them we cannot allow them not to come into the midfield. So it will be
Allow the
interesting.
wide areas. Don't forget that they have Doku.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes. That
Yeah,
Ndama is good. Be careful. Yeah, that's true.
that was good. But what I'm saying is, yeah, if you want to beat City, you need to beat the midfield. The midfield is the important part against City. The midfield, wide areas, just leave them. They'll come on. You will make he will try to come in, but he will lose the ball, and then you counter whatever. But I'm expecting big performance. I tell that cannot. Anyway, Sunday after the game, we're gonna be live on Sunday because a lot of people are telling me they don't have time to come on the midweek, so the weekend is better. So what I'll do Sunday. Now I have every Sunday our podcast after 4 o'clock after games. So I'll choose what time we're gonna go live after the Super Sunday games. But yeah, so for me, I'm gonna go for. I don't think the City team are playing great for me to be like. So I'm gonna go for like a 2-1, 2-1.
So you like me, huh? Too, and
Yeah, 2-1.
okay. All right.
Van, Van said
Yo,
3.
yeah, 3-0 to City, man.
Yeah,
Just be careful with Alvarez. He knows how to
Yeah,
last the ball
see,
now.
I
Alvarez,
was gonna
Alvarez,
say,
Alvarez,
Haaland is not on form as Alka said, but
uh,
Alvarez
uh,
is on in the mix.
yeah,
Alvarez is there. Yeah.
Alvarez is on form. But yeah, well, Fox, we've been just talking about the yoga club, saying that yoga
Luyanga, what?
club. What do you make of yoga club? Yoga club's comment saying that he wants.
What comment? I did not read his comment.
He's saying basically he wants a replay between Tottenham and Liverpool.
Yeah, that's fair, but this is football. I I respect his opinion, but when there is no mistake, football is no more football. So
No,
the mistake is the best part of the game. So if I were him, that mistake has passed and gone. Let him wait for another opportunity. It's definitely a very big error, but sometimes people capitalize on errors, especially when there were no VAR. I'll give you an example: Germany versus England, the World Cup, when Frank Lampard's goals was disallowed. Everybody knew that that was a goal. But with a police decision, and that was a very big mistake. Was the game replayed? No.
Same,
England
same,
was out later. Huh?
Same Liverpool got a goal given against Chelsea in the Champions League
Chelsea.
semi-final.
Exactly.
Luis
Yeah,
Garcia, and that was in a goal.
exactly. So that's it. It goes like that, man. So let it be. Tell him next time. I don't support for the game to be repeated. No, for the to be repeated. No, I don't support that.
we spoke about United. What do you make of United and then the game coming up against Brentford?
You see, me, United, my stand with United is all my boys need to be beaten very seriously. They are not serious at all, at
Bakau
all, at
Barracks.
all.
Bakau Barracks.
Yes, Macau Barracks, take them, beat them very seriously. And then if the FA could allow coaches or administrators to do some, let me see, to find them, at least they should take at least 5% or 2% from their wages each, or 10%, because these boys are paid a lot of money. Boy, their job is more Dewsbury, train, and then go do anything. So, but these people, they will come later on, they will frustrate everybody. They, for me, I'm telling you, I'm stressed. Last time I even have to call Van to ask. He had to calm me down and tell me, oh, we will win. And then in the end, when we lose, I couldn't even call him back. I was so upset and I went to bed straight. This is, what they cost to people that they don't know. You understand? I don't know why I feel that way. I shouldn't even feel that way because it's not my business anymore.
No,
But
you
our
love the
boys,
club. It's the love for the club.
yeah, but these boys, I don't have hope
That's why
in
that's
them.
why United
You know,
fans they run away from each other, and Arsenal fans as well. When Man U win, everybody wins. most of them.
They might bounce back, but it might be late or not late. But I think when they all sit down and then evaluate their actions and think about the fans, or when they got hammered by the fans seriously, they will have a meeting within themselves and perform for the team.
But
That's what I believe.
I didn't watch the game. When I went to repeat the game, when I went to repeat the game and I watched it, yeah, and I saw the Casemiro challenge, and I was talking to one of my friends earlier off camera. I was telling him, look, for me, I think Casemiro was wrong. Yeah, for me, you remember me and you spoke about it after the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, Casemiro should have just. He didn't need to do that challenge anyway. You guys believe it at the time, innit? I'm sure 2-1
No, 2-2. 2-2.
at the time. Yeah. So for me, yes, Onana made big mistake passing the ball at the back, and then he didn't pass it. So for me, Casemiro should have just stay on his feet and then let the guy, whatever the guy. I don't think the guy is going anywhere. Even if the guy scored, you can come back. Or even
No,
if it's a penalty, yeah.
no, you have to understand. You have to understand. It was panic mode, right? The guy was going to score, and the guy was a clever player. That guy is not. He used to play for Napoli, I think. What's his name again? The guy was the penalty. Yeah. Anyway, he's a clever player. He knew
Icardi.
Casemiro was trying to block the ball. He thought he was going for the shot. So Casemiro went to block the ball. The guy just put his foot there, knowing that
Yes, that's it. Casemiro just slides. Yes,
because Casemiro was
definitely.
Casemiro was expecting a shot.
Yes,
He wasn't going
that's
there
it.
to just tackle the guy. He was expecting a shot, and the guy
That he was going to block.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes, I get your point, but still in the box, you cannot slide in the box like that.
No, but Alga, you
But people do. Wan Bissaka will normally slide and get the ball.
As an experienced player, I don't expect him to do that.
It's not
It
that
was
easy,
on.
as you said. You think Casemiro
Alka,
was
just as I told you.
Listen, I think yes, Onana was at fault of giving that, but I think Casemiro cost you the game.
No.
No, I told you first day. I said no.
No,
Casemiro
I told
scored
you
for the
no.
team. Alga, you see that penalty? That guy could have scored without a penalty, right?
Yes.
Casemiro, he missed the penalty, right?
Yes.
He missed the penalty. The players should have what's it called? Organized themselves, right?
And defend the game.
And defend, because it's too.
Yes.
It's fine. You understand?
Yes.
You see that third goal that they scored. How they scored it?
Yes.
It was what's his name again?
The Arab boy, Amrabat.
To hoof the ball up front, and then the other two defenders, they were already stepping out.
Yes.
And Sanchez just head the ball back, and what's his name again? Lindelof, instead of clearing the ball once, he let it bounce, and then when it bounced, it was too far from him, and then you had what's his name again? The striker was through on goal.
Icardi.
Is that manager, like the manager? You guys were 2-2 at the time, is it 2-2, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that not down to the manager to say, okay, 2-2, we got a man down here. Let's just go to the draw. At least better than losing.
Alka, let me give you an example.
Who are on the pitch? It's the players, big players.
Yes.
Yeah, wait.
All experience and clever. I'll give you an example. You see the World Cup Ghana versus Uruguay. You see that penalty that Luis Suarez caused?
Mm-hmm.
You know that what gave them victory
Mm-hmm.
because of his red card. No, I'm just giving you an example because what Casemiro did, Icardi could not score the penalty.
Yep.
It favors the team.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, like you mentioned about Luis Suarez. Sometimes it goes on your way, sometimes it doesn't go on your way.
But it went our way. It went our way.
He lost the penalty.
It went our way. Icardi couldn't score the penalty.
On your way, but this is what I'm saying. If Casemiro could have not sliding.
No. I cannot agree with
you
that.
told me that first day. I disagree with you since the first day, and I'm gonna keep disagreeing with that. You see, no. Listen, I told you the way people analyze things when they smoke their weed or drink their coffee or beer, come and sit down to criticize Manchester United players for zero. Me, I'm not like that. I watch the reality, and then my opinion also matters. I can also drink my beer and sit down on my YouTube and talk. You understand?
I'm not saying because I'm criticizing Casemiro. If party don't do this, I'll criticize him. Because for me, experienced player, you cannot slide in the box. It's wrong. You cannot.
So you don't have to block the ball. So you wanted Casemiro to let the guy go.
No. At that point, he went on slides to tackle. The guy didn't shot the ball, innit? The guy.
Yeah. What if he shot the ball? Why if he shot the ball?
yes, if you shot the ball, could have gone
And
on
then
his
Casemiro block. What are you gonna say? Great tackle, innit?
great. Yeah, but what my point is, you cannot tackle in the box like that.
What do you mean you cannot tackle in the box? I said, how many defenders tackle in the box?
You cannot slide in, Van. If you slide,
How many sliders do you see in the box?
This is the
What
problem.
do you mean you cannot slide in the box?
striker-
You slide in the box.
No, wait. The striker knew. He knew Casemiro is gonna slide. You know what he did?
I will send you a video of Cannavaro sliding, Maldini sliding, taking balls away from strikers. You are telling me they cannot slide in the box?
So it's easy.
Alga, no. Alga, you know that game? Who cost us the game? Rashford, Amrabat, Onana,
Yeah,
and Dalot.
Dalot also. Yeah.
These 4 players, they're the ones that cost us that game.
Even Lindelof don't learn how to. No, Lindelof.
These are the 4 people that cost us that game.
How many red cards did Casemiro have since he could be in?
Since what?
Boy, that's his nature. Forget about Casemiro.
What, in United? You mean since he came to United? I think it was 2 or 3. This was the 3rd one, I think. Huh?
For me, as an experience, it's a lot better, man. But yeah. Your game. So, what you telling me? Brentford. Quickly.
Pardon? Yes, our next game, so I know we're gonna win.
The most winning.
Because must win games. All the games coming, the boys are going to die for it because they are tired. I thought they are bullying them very seriously all over, so they will do their best.
I was just talking with Van with Moss earlier. Do you know if Chelsea they're gonna go above there? But
Jail spent the weeks before.
Yes. No.
Chelsea win, they can go above you guys.
It doesn't matter. For me, for this time, I don't care whosoever win, but I know we will leave all of them behind, inshallah, very soon.
Well, I had a bet with Pumps. After we finished United, so I'm ready to go right now. Maybe by January.
Temperatures
All right.
September will
No, I don't have anything to say, mate.
Yeah, all I could say is, let's keep subscribing, let's keep watching, and then let's keep our hopes open for United fans. It's difficult for us right now. Other teams have been in our position for quite a long time, and then they survive it, and then they manage to reach at a changing level. So I know a day we're going to realize changes is coming for us very soon as well. So it's difficult and very, nonsense, but we're gonna make ourselves ready for other games and able to win. So click that button, hit it, subscribe, and like.
Yeah, guys.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah, because of you guys.
Looking back before
All right.
Doesn't take 2 minutes to leave it.
older than that, not that a year, probably the year 2000.
Hit the like
Just
and then
with a new steadily until this year.
but yeah, thank you so much, guys. We'll be back on Sunday after the game.
Part of a bigger picture. These
Thank you, guys.
small
All right. Take care, man.
What's up?